Thursday, everybody. Welcome back to another live stream. I hope everybody's doing good today. It's a beautiful, gloomy, rainy day here in California today, but nonetheless, it's a good day. Happy to be here. Happy to be able to do another live stream. And overall, life is good. There's a saying that life is good all the time, and I do believe that. Of course, it's all about mentality. Certain things happen that, kind of fog the mentality, but life really is truly good every day. We got First Gen in the house. What up, man? Glad you can make it for a little bit, or for however long you're here for. Hope you're doing good out there. I see you're getting some snow out there. I'm sure that's kind of exciting, but I'm sure it puts a damper on things. And we got Farmer Outdoor in the house. What up, man? Glad y'all can make it. And like I said, hope you both are doing good. First Gen says nothing much. Yep, we got snow out here. Yeah, man. I've been seeing that. A lot of it too. Sometimes I miss the snow. I was out of Minnesota for a couple years, and I got a real taste of what a snowy winter is, and just but you know what? In all honesty, the snow is cool for a little bit, but then it gets kind of old after a bit because it does put a damper on things. But sometimes I kind of miss it, But other than that, I'm doing good. Just out here in the shop, getting things going. It's my first day off from work, so technically it's like my Saturday or whatnot. So we're out here messing around for a little bit. I have quite a bit to do as far as saws go. We have the 7 201s, 6 TCs, and then 1 T, which today I'm going to do a little bit of work on the T, so non-intronic. Just going to do an inspection because I haven't gone through it since I got it, which is over a year ago, or about a year ago. It's been sitting in storage. This is the one that I just posted on our channel. Definitely has something going on with the carburetor, so whether it's metering diaphragm, dirty carburetor, as you can see, it's not the prettiest looking saw. And from what I remember, it does have some scoring, but I just don't know how bad it is. So one thing I know for sure is that it still has what I would consider really good compression, but just like I say all the time, just because you have compression doesn't mean that that inside the cylinder is all good. That just means that you have compression, which obviously is good. It's a great start, but there's a little more to it than just having compression. So I'm just gonna go through it. It still has a little bit of fuel from when I put some in a few days ago. That's pretty much what I got going on right now. I need to get some parts ordered for a couple of other 201s, the TCs. I'm gonna get new solenoid valves, metering diaphragms, and that's pretty much it, just to get them running and then start cleaning them up. But once I get to those, I'm going to also do a further inspection and hopefully the connection isn't too bad. I'm not really sure how it's gonna go. So if you guys want to just let me know how the connection is. I'm not running off of Wi-Fi because the Wi-Fi here has been a little in and out. I don't know why, even inside the house. I'm not sure what's going on. So right now I'm just running off of the phone service. So if you guys want to just let me know. Also too, I'm having issues out here in the shop as far as the electrical goes. The breakers are crackling and chattering, so something's either going on with the breakers, the wiring. I'm not really sure. I'm not an electrician. I don't have really much knowledge of electrical. The only thing I do know is that that's not good. So the outlets aren't working, the lights aren't working. You guys have probably seen when I have the lights on, they flicker and there's a lot of chatter going on in the circuit box. And so it's an old house. So I mean, as far as the electrical, I mean, it looks good. I mean, they routed everything nicely. They have good, gang boxes, good outlets, but I don't really know, you know, how good the electrical is. I just know that it's not working. So, yeah. Also, too, I'm excited because I finally brought out this DeWalt impact driver kit that I've had also for, man, well over a year. I've had it sitting in my storage unit for some time. It's essentially the smaller version of the 20-volt impact driver. And the reason I finally brought it out is because I need to get a new charger for my M12 Milwaukee, which you guys know that I'm a Milwaukee fan. It's always my first choice for anything. But I also I mess with DeWalt as well. But same thing with this one. I bought it a long time ago. It sat in my storage shed where I used to live, and then I came across some clutches that I needed something a little bit stronger to remove. So I busted this out. Comes with the battery, charger, and a carrying bag just like this one. And it's nice. It's comfortable. It works. It gets the job done. And it saved me from having to go buy an impact driver as much as I wanted to, because gotta use Milwaukee, but you know what? DeWalt is also very good. But first choice, Milwaukee for me. So I don't have a charger for my M12 Milwaukee because I left that behind at my grandparents' house, and it's about an hour and 20-minute drive, and I haven't gone. So now that the battery's dead, and I just haven't wanted to buy one because they're kind of expensive and whatever. But so I said, you know what? Again, let's save a little bit of money and let's try out what is this, a 12 volt also? Try out the 12 volt Milwaukee. Comes with the bag, two 2-amp batteries and a charger. So I just finished charging it inside because the outlets out here aren't working. can't tell if the live stream has crashed or not. Pretty annoying. I'm not sure if we're still connected. I mean, the live stream is still going, but I can't tell. That's just how it goes, I guess. So I really like the feel of the DeWalt. My first choice is always Milwaukee, but now handling the M12, it has such a better feel in the hand, a lot more ergonomical. It feels, you know, compared to the Milwaukee, the DeWalt just feels more heavy duty. It feels a little bit more, how could I say, premium. I don't know, it just feels better in the hand. The Milwaukee, it's lighter. Sure, it's lighter, and that's good. But the feel of this one is a lot better. And this one's just wider, not very contoured, not very, I wouldn't say very ergonomical. And I have big hands, so this one just feels better. I would say the DeWalt it feels a little bit more solid. Feels a little heavier, but this one's dead. But I like it. Huh. And I do like how on the DeWalt, the head is a little more, it's like tapered off a little bit. This one's just solid all the way around. But either way, this is nice, man. This DeWalt's pretty sweet. This will be my first time using it. You know, again, Milwaukee is my favorite, but and then I have the 18 or the 20 volt impact. The trigger does feel really nice. Huh. You know, even though I'm a Milwaukee guy, right? So it's my first choice. I'm almost kind of thinking this is going to be my new favorite because this just feels really comfortable in my hand. Just comfortable. This one just feels bulky, even though it's supposed to be a small or subcompact driver. It feels bulky. I mean, this thing is a beast, but you know, this one just feels freaking nice. The grip material feels a lot better. I like the texture better on the Milwaukee, or excuse me, on the DeWalt. Like I said, the grip itself is a lot more ergonomical, way more. As far as the size of the head, or whatever you want to call it, it looks to be about the same diameter, but the end of it here, it like tapers. I mean, this is metal here, this part, but compared to this one's all metal here. There's a lot more metal, so I would say this one's a little bit more rigid, heavy duty. This one is just mostly all plastic. I don't know. I'm liking the feel of this. So we'll see how it goes. Until I get a charger again for the M12, this is what I'm going to be using. And I'm liking it already. You know, it's so crazy because even though we get so loyal to these brands, right? Loyal or whatever, we have our preferences, you know, like, it's crazy how some will like something so much of a certain brand that even though, like for instance, like now handling this M12, or excuse me, this DeWalt 12 volt and handling the M12, and they might think, you know, this really does feel better than this, but because they're so loyal to the brand, they're still going to choose this one. But right now, without even actually using it, I'm choosing this one already over my beloved M12. Beast of an impact, or, you know, of a driver, but just the feel of it, man. If I had to really choose one to use all day, every day, just off of feel alone, I'm choosing the 12 volt DeWalt here. For a lot of reasons. Most importantly, the way it feels in my hand. Comfortable. Feels natural. You know, the positioning, you know, the ergonomics of the handle, inside and outer handle. The trigger, this one's pretty big. It's wide. This one's a little bit more narrow. It just feels, more natural. This one, you see my finger just kind of, I don't know, it's hard to explain it. It just feels better. The material of the grip itself, the rubber, actually feels grippy, if I can say. The one on the Milwaukee, it's rubber, it grips, but it's still smooth. It's like not very grippy, if I can say. The texture is a lot different. I like the texture of the DeWalt. I also too like how holding it like this, the back contour actually goes over the inside of my palm, or whatever you want to call that. The the Milwaukee. I mean, it does, but it's just, it doesn't, I don't know. I'm just liking this DeWalt. But we'll see how it performs. Forget how much this kit was, but this is what it is. Two 2-amp batteries, a carrying case, a charger, and of course the impact. This one is model number DCF 801F2. So let's stop talking about it. Let's put it to some work. And I feel like the angle is a little weird, but it seems like the phone reception is, the connection's good over here, so that's what it's gonna have to be. Also, too, before we get started, there is one thing I want to share with you guys. So, you all know how much I really, really like Crocodile Cloth cleaning wipes, and that is all I use as far as getting the saws clean, other than a brush and air compressor. But you guys really know how much I like Crocodile Cloth products. So let me see if I can bring it in a little closer. Hopefully it stays good, because I feel like it's all the way over there and I feel like I have to talk louder. So I'm really happy to announce Crocodile Cloth has sent me a care package as a sample. Even though I've been using Crocodile Cloths, the originals, for about a year, over a year. But they just sent me this care package, so including their grill wipes, a pack of their originals, that's what I use to get the saws nice and clean, and something that I'm very excited about is their Power Scrub wipes. I already have a pack here of the originals. This is what I use on all the saws to get them nice and clean, to give them that little, you know, shine finish. But the main thing is you can now get them on my TikTok shop. So now I'm able to sell them on my TikTok shop. For whoever wants to try them out, you can find them on my TikTok shop. There's the link in my bio. So basically, I have become an affiliate for them. So I'm really excited, you know, to be able to have that opportunity to offer and sell their products on my TikTok shop. And they're just, I mean, you guys already know how I feel about them. They're just really good wipes. They clean things very, very good. They're really good on dirt, grime, grease, really anything. And they're just great. So, and also too, if you want to try them out, pick up a pack. It also helps me out too. So, a little excited for that. But I'll do another live stream about them, just to kind of explain the differences and whatnot. But for the most part, I mean, they speak for themselves. So anyways, it sure did get pretty loud out here, huh? So this saw does run for the most part. It just it needs some work. Here, I'll show you guys what it does. I think it has enough fuel to get it running. Also, to another thing that I'm going to have available on my TikTok shop is these Scott's shot towels. Awesome. They're thick, they're heavy duty, they absorb a lot. Another thing that I've been using since pretty much day one. Alright. So let's give this thing a go. So that's what that does. Could just be a simple thing of some carburetor work, maybe a carb clean out, metering diaphragm, or maybe that scoring has something to do with it. But that's why we're going to go ahead and check it out. It's getting a little warm out here. Hold on a second. And the sun is starting to come out, so that's good. Also, this would be a good time to bust out the new magnetic tray. It's a little bit longer because I've only had the one. I'm really excited to try this. Woo, dirty. That thing is nasty, nasty. Getting hungry. Yeah, that meter and diaphragm is not very good. So there's the needle valve. That looks pretty good. Feels good. This, however, the meter diaphragm, no good. You can always tell by the little ripples and stuff that it has. It's still pretty pliable, you know, it's whatever, but definitely needs a replacement. So I'm gonna just leave that out. Yeah, I'm really liking the feel of this DeWalt, man. I'm not sure what happened to my socket. I had quite a few. I might need to buy a couple. I hate shitty tools, man. The clutch feels good. Needle bearing appears to be good. This sprocket though, sprocket needs some love. And what I mean by love is a new one. Ain't that pretty, huh? Yeah. Yeah, that piston doesn't look very pretty. But until I get a better socket, which I am going to go down to work today to go get a couple of keys made, copied. I'll pick up a socket because until I get that flywheel out, I won't be able to pull the top end. Actually, that's not true. It's missing a guide right there. And this is why I always say it's important to clean your saws, or really any equipment, but look at that, finding little twigs. Plus it's all dirty and nasty. I get asked, you know, what can what can you do to get more longevity and protection out of your equipment, whether it's chainsaws or whatever. And I always say number one, of course,